Now let's take a look at the actual Magpie 2 class. This is our Magpie 2 class, and the very first thing we have is a get greeting method. When we run the program, this is where actually the get greeting method is invoked, and it says hello, let's talk. So this is how the chatbot starts the conversation. Now next method is get response statement. Now in here, every time I type something, it stores in the parameter statement here, and then that statement is the statement is checked. So we have a string response, which is empty string in here, and we're checking to see if the statement dot index of no is greater than or equal to 0. So we would say why so negative. So every time if in your statement there is a word no, it would say why so negative. Now next, else if the statement dot index of mother is greater than or equal to 0, or statement dot index of father is greater than or equal to 0, or statement dot index of sister is greater than or equal to 0, or if statement dot index of brother is greater than or equal to 0, the response would be tell me more about your family. Means if in my statement there is a keyword mother, father, sister, brother, then it would tell me a response, tell me more about your family. So now if in my statement there is no keyword, there is no mother, no father, no sister, no brother keywords. So if there are none of these keywords, it's going to get a random response. Now let's see what is in the random response method. Now in here we have a constant for number of responses, that's 4, and we are randomly picking one. So which response will be random times the number of responses. So if we say which response is 0, the response we would get back is interesting, tell me more. If we say which response is 1, it says response If I say which response, if which response is equal to 2, then we would get the reply back as do you really think so? And if which response is equal to 3, the response we would get back as you don't see. So now we can add more responses, and we can change the number in here. We can, instead of 4, we could say 6 or 7 or 8, any random number of response that you need. If I need 10, I would say 10. If I need 20, I would give 20. So when we take a look at a Magpie class, there are 3 important methods. Get greeting. This is where the conversation actually begins. Hello, let's talk. Get response with a parameter statement. So every time I type something, hello there, how are you? It takes my statement and it checks for the keywords, and if there's a match, it prints that response. If there is no match, then it prints a random response. And we have 4 different random responses here. So every time it would just pick one random response to print.